Court does call the case of Evergreen Apartments versus Kayla Smith.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
She's here.
Smith? Hello? I think she unmuted. Kayla Smith? Can't hear you, nor can I see you. You'll need to turn on your camera. Not getting a response.
I'll let her know.
Okay. Oh, now there she is. All right, Ms. Smith, can you hear me? Okay. I can't hear you. I can see you now, but I can't hear you. All right, Ms. Smith, do this for me. Can you hear me? Nod your head if you can hear me. All right. Sign off and then sign back in. Okay? And let's see if that'll correct the problem. I'll pass your case. Evergreen Apartments versus John Hudson.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Hudson. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Yourself?
I'm okay, I think. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. How much is owing on Mr. Hudson's account?
I have a balance including court costs of $1,291.
All right. And Mr. Hudson, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I'm intending on getting that paid by next Friday.
Okay. So you're going to get the balance paid by the 30th. Can you get that paid before noon on the 30th?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to put that here that you're going to pay the balance. If you get it paid and make sure everything is paid on your account, it's likely they'll dismiss your case. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So, but I'm going to adjourn it to May 30th, 2025, 3 p.m. If it's not paid, you need to be here in person. Okay.
Okay. Sounds nice.
All right. Take care. Have a good weekend.
All right. You too. Thank you.
Evergreen Apartments versus Nelsa. Is it Nieves Montez?
Yes.
Montanez. I'm sorry.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Hello. Oh, there she is. Okay. All right. And how much is owing on this?
I have a balance including court costs of $3,705.12.
All right. Ma'am, how are you intending on getting this paid?
I told him I was going to pay some on the first, and then SOS was going to help me with the rest of it. But first, I have to pay a certain amount on the first.
I'm sorry. Say that again for me.
I told her I was going to pay a certain amount on the first, and then SOS will help me with the rest because I had to pay a certain balance for SOS to help me with the rest of it.
All right. So you got to get down below the 3,000.
Yes.
Is that what you're looking? Okay, but if that happens on the first, your new rent kicks in. Your June rent kicks in.
Yeah, she told me that yesterday.
Okay. So are you going to try to get everything paid by then? Or
Yes.
All right, let's do this. I'm going to adjourn it out 1 week, the 30th, 2025 at 3 p.m. That's in person. And whatever you can get paid before that date, let's try to get that paid and also try to figure out exactly where Hawk may be or SOS would be with you on this case.
Did you say
Okay.
the 30th?
I'm sorry?
Did you say the 30th?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't get paid until the first. That's why I told.
Default judgments are flying. Possession only means the landlord gets the unit back. The money can still be pursued separately. The writ in 10 days is the eviction clock. Viewers, should courts require a second notice before that clock starts?
Told her the first.
No, I understand that,
Okay.
but we got to try to figure out, you get a 1 week adjournment, but we got to figure out how to do that. And on the
Okay.
first, your June rent clicks in.
All right.
And I have that amount for the record. It's going to be $5,000. The total will be $5,388.17. So we're looking at least $2,388.17 would need to be paid before, if Hawk is paying, $3,000.
Mhm.
Got it. Yeah, okay. All right, thank you, ma'am. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Evergreen Apartments versus Keith Johnson.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Keith Johnson, no response. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a case for non-payment of rent. Rent to retain possession is $3,176.29. Court costs are $172 for a total of $3,348.29. Your Honor, my client has indicated for Mr. Johnson that they would be willing to set aside the judgment if possession or payment is received by the second. And so I'm going to include under further orders that this judgment will be set aside if paid in full on or before June 2nd, or if defendant moves out and trades.
Vacate. All right, very good. All right, thank you. Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, in the amount requested, writ issued 10 days. Court calls the case of Evergreen Apartments versus Evelyn Carter, Majesty Moyer, Myron Moyer.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Any of those folks? Okay, and when you say I'm here, who are you?
Evelyn Carter.
Thank you. All right. And how much is owing on her account?
Your Honor, this is a case for termination of tenancy.
Got it.
Tenants provided a notice to vacate that they were going to be vacating upon leaving Ferguson on May 4th, and they have not yet vacated.
Okay, Ms. Carter, what's your position on this?
Okay, so they told me that my lease was over on May 3rd, no, May 4th. So I signed that. I'm thinking I have to move because I got a new voucher, new size voucher. I went to RPI. RPI had already paid May's rent and said my voucher doesn't expire until May 31st. So he told me to stay there until May 31st because I was moving already on June 2nd. I already packed up, already got the DTE scheduled to be disconnected, everything. That's all I knew. I didn't know what else to do about it because RPI said that they paid them and the voucher is expiring on May 31st. And your lease doesn't terminate until May 31st on our end. So I called Hawk and they just told me to go to court and see what happens with that since I'm already moving, what to do.
Okay. So what day are you going to be out?
Okay, my voucher starts June 1st, but my moving day to my new unit will be on the 3rd of June. So I already have everything scheduled to be turned off for the 6th of June, but if I can get into the 3rd, that'll be fine.
Okay, so here's what I'll do. I won't enter a judgment today, but I'll adjourn this out to May 30th, 2025, 3 p.m. in person, and then we can figure out a move out date and everything else on that, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Court recalls the case, Evergreen Apartments versus Kayla Smith.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
All right, I see you again, Miss Smith. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, we can hear you. Now we did it.
Pushed to my
Okay.
phone.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
I have a balance including court costs of $2,902.30.
All right. And how are you going to get that paid?
I applied for SCR and I'm just waiting on a decision for that.
Live accounting moment. Tenant says she paid $2,400 last night. Reality check. Ledgers lag. Always bring receipts, bank screenshots, and email confirmations. Comment. Have you ever had a payment disappear in a system?
Okay. So how many people are in your house?
2.
2?
Yes, me and my daughter.
Okay, so just so you know, that's only gonna net you about $520. Okay, if they approve it. So
Okay.
then we have to figure something else out. So what I'll do is I will adjourn this to May 30th, 2025, 3 p.m. That's in person. And there's a form that you'll need to file called a rental assistance form. You can either
Yes.
get the QR code off our screen, a copy of one came in your packet, or you can come to the court. I'll need to have that filed with the court with your tracking number, your DHS tracking number. You'll need to file that by Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling Language Line Solutions. My name is Carmen, ID number 204643, Spanish interpreter. May I please have your 4-digit access code?
Yes, our number is 1423.
1423. Oh, one moment. 1423. Thank you. I am ready for your instructions.
Can you please raise your right hand to be sworn?
Yes, one moment. There you go. I'm ready.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will interpret accurately, completely, and impartially, using your best skill and judgment, and to translate from English into Spanish and from Spanish into English in the manner now before the court? So help you God.
I swear to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you. And good morning, Madam Interpreter.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. The court does call the case of Evergreen Apartments versus Lunette Yoder and Jose Contreras.
El tribunal va a ver el caso entre Evergreen Apartments y Lunette Yoder y José Contreras.
Yes, that's right. All right.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Habla Ghislaine para el demandado.
All right. And Ms. Yoder, can you state your name, please?
Señora Yoder, por favor, diga su nombre.
Hola, soy Lunette Yoder.
Hello, my name is Lunette Yoder.
And how much this plaintiff claim is owing in this case?
¿Cuánto se alega que el demandante debe en este caso?
I have a total of $2,775.48.
Aquí dice que son $2,775.48.
Ms. Yoder, how are you intending on getting this paid?
Señora Yoder, ¿cómo usted tiene pensado pagar eso?
He estado tratando de comunicarme con diferentes lugares para que me ayuden a pagarlo, porque ya que soy madre soltera, pues mis recursos ahorita están muy bajas y fue como una situación que traté de ayudar a otra persona. Entonces, pues yo tengo mi otro apartamento y pues yo les había dicho que quisieran pagos, pero no me dejaron la opción. Entonces estoy tratando de pedir ayuda para ayudarme a pagarlo, ya que soy madre soltera y me cuesta mucho recoger esa cantidad de dinero.
Well, I've been trying to see if I can get the money from different places. I am a single mother, and when it comes to my resources, I have little resources. A situation came up where I had to help someone, and I have another apartment, so I had asked if I could make payments, get a payment plan, but they did not allow that. So I'm waiting to see if I can get help since I am a single mother and I just don't have all that money to pay this.
Have you tried to get help through our HAWK program?
Your Honor, for the purpose of accuracy, HOT?
No, it's HAWC.
Thank you, Your Honor. ¿Ha tratado usted conseguir asistencia a través del programa HAWK?
No, nunca lo había escuchado. De hecho, yo no estoy muy al tanto de tantos programas aquí, ya que tengo muy poquito tiempo y no.
No, I never heard of that. As a matter of fact, I just don't, I'm not aware of all the programs that are available here because I haven't been here that long.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you into a breakout room with the interpreter and Amy from the county, our court liaison officer. And she can describe certain programs that might be available to you.
Ok, lo que voy a hacer es voy a sacar un tiempo ahora para que usted, la intérprete y Amy del tribunal se comunique con usted ahora, aparte de la sala judicial, para que ella le pueda dejar a usted saber todos los programas de asistencia que hay disponible.
Ok, excelente, me parece muy genial y muchísimas gracias.
Excellent. That's genius. Thank you so much for that.
And I will adjourn your case to May 30th, 2025 at 3 p.m. And that's an in-person hearing, so you'll have to come down to the court.
Y voy a aplazar su caso hasta el 30 de mayo del 2025 a las 3 de la tarde. Y para esta audiencia tiene que venir en persona al tribunal.
Ok, ¿y esa información me lo mandan por correo electrónico o directamente a ese apartamento? Ya que no vivo ahí, pues no tengo cómo sacar las cosas que me llegan ahí.
So that information, is it going to be provided electronically to me or mailed to the apartments? Because I no longer live there and don't have access to get mail there.
Got it. So you're no longer living at the address, ma'am?
Ya veo. Así que ya usted no vive en esa dirección.
No, de hecho, es que la situación fue así, que una señora que estuvo en calle con sus hijos, yo le di el apartamento a ella para que ellos tuvieran tiempo mientras que yo iba para mi país a ver a mis hijos, porque como yo tengo mis hijos en una situación de migración, yo me fui por unos cuantos meses y cuando regresé, pues todo había un caos aquí con ese apartamento, pero ya yo había movido mis cosas a otro apartamento que ya, de hecho, ya yo tenía que desocupar ahora en ese mes que viene, entonces yo tengo mis cosas en otro apartamento y ya que regresé, pues ya yo estoy en este otro apartamento, entonces no estoy ahí.
No, the situation is I try to help this lady that was homeless with her children. So I let her stay in that apartment while I went back to my country because my children are currently going through an immigration process. So I went for a few months back to my country and I left the lady in that apartment. When I came back, I encountered all this chaos going on. But I was in another apartment. And as a matter of fact, I have to move to another, I'll be moving to another apartment this month coming up now. So I no longer live there. I live somewhere else now.
Okay.
Your Honor, can I ask, does Jose Contreras live in the apartment as currently?
Your Honor, may I get a clarification of which apartment?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Jillian, may you clarify the question, please? Mm-hmm.
Let me get the address.
COD equals conditional order of dismissal. Think of it as probation for your case. You keep the home if you hit every payment on time. Miss one, and judgment can drop like a trapdoor.
Ms. Yoder, does Jose Contreras live at the apartment on Woodland Hills?
Señora Yoder, El señor José Contreras vive actualmente en el apartamento en Woodland Hills.
No, él nunca vivió ahí, simplemente a mí me pidieron que alguien estuviera como debajo de mí, lo que sea, como para que yo pudiera sacar el apartamento, pero él no tiene que ver nada en esto, digamos, nunca vivió ahí, solamente me hizo el favor de ayudarme.
No, he's never lived there. He just helped me put his name so that I could get into the apartment, but he never lived there. He just helped me to put his name below my name.
Your Honor, if Ms. Yoder would surrender possession and we could place something on the record, I could dismiss as to her and then take a judgment as to Mr. Contreras and as to all other occupants.
Ms. Contreras, or I'm sorry, Ms. Yoder, you have surrendered possession of the unit on Woodland Hills Drive?
Señora Yoder, ¿ya usted entregó posesión de ese apartamento en Woodland Hills Drive?
Hace como un mes yo fui, hablé con ellos, les expliqué la situación y yo fui a entregar las llaves, pero ellos no aceptaron las llaves, me dijo que no lo iban a aceptarlo hasta el 1 de junio.
I went there a month ago and I explained to them the situation. I went to turn in the keys, but they said they could not accept it until the 1st of June.
Okay. All right. You will need to go over and turn in your keys because it sounds like you are not going to be living in the premises.
¿Es necesario usted regresar de nuevo allá para entregarle la llave? Porque me parece que usted no piensa vivir en esa localización.
Sí, correcto. De hecho, yo como le expliqué, ya yo traté de hacerlo porque de hecho ya el leasing de ese apartamento ya está para este mes que entra o si no el próximo mes que entra. No estoy muy seguro, tuviera que fijarme en la fecha exacta, pero yo les dije a ellos que no iba a vivir más y de hecho yo quería entregarlo, pero ellos no me lo quieren aceptarlo. Por eso pasó, digamos, por eso estoy en espera.
Yes, I already tried to explain that to them, and I believe the lease on that apartment, I believe it ends either next month or the following month. I have to check the date. But I told them the situation that I was not living there, and I wanted to turn it in, but they did not accept it.
All right. Ms. Yoder, you're giving up your right to reside in that premises. Is that correct?
Señora Yoder, usted está renunciando a su derecho de vivir en esa localización, ¿es cierto?
Correcto, así es.
Yes, correct. That's true.
Okay. Then I will indicate that the defendant one, Ms. Yoder, has surrendered possession. I will grant a default judgment to plaintiff as to defendant two, Mr. Contreras, for possession with a writ to issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, would you repeat that again?
Okay. Defendant one, having surrendered possession, that being Ms. Yoder.
La demandada número 1, la señora Yoder, ha entregado posesión.
I will grant a default judgment in favor of the plaintiff against Mr. Contreras for possession of the unit.
Voy a otorgarle un fallo por incumplimiento a la demandada y por el demandado número 2 tener posesión del apartamento.
With a redemption amount of $2,775.48.
Allow me one moment while I reference a term, please.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. Con un importe de rescate por la cantidad de $2,775.48.
If that is not paid, an order of eviction will issue in 10 days.
Si no se paga eso, pues entonces se hará una orden de alojamiento dentro de 10 días.
Thank you, folks.
Gracias. This is the interpreter.
Yes,
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, ma'am. Thank you very much. Wonderful job. Do appreciate your help.
You're welcome, Your Honor. Thank you for using
I am
our
not.
services. You have a good day. Bye-bye.
You do the same. Bye-bye. I am not doing breakout. All right, that ends that block.
Thank you, Your
Thank you.
Honor.
Thank you.
You and your staff have a good weekend.
You do the same. Court
Eventually.
stands in recess.
Good morning, everyone. We are going to start the 10 a.m. block now with the playing of the Advice of Rights video. If you haven't already done so, please make sure that you have labeled yourself in Zoom with both your first and last name so that we can get you checked in. If you don't know how to do that, if you could put your name in the chat, I will relabel you for the record. You can keep your camera off and remain muted until the judge takes the bench and you hear him call your case. When you hear your name called, that would be the appropriate time to turn on your camera, unmute your device, and state your name for the record. Thank you.
Welcome to the 14A District Court. I'm the Heron Vista Simpson, and I'm about to provide to you valuable information regarding this current and other landlord-tenant documents. This is a landlord-tenant or summary proceedings docket, and you are here for a pretrial. Your landlord has made allegations and claims that you should be evicted because you have not paid your rent or because they seek termination of your tenancy for a lease violation. After today, you will come back for an additional hearing or trial of the case unless you and your landlord reach some agreement. In these proceedings, you have the right to have your case in proper venue. 14A District Court is located in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. 14A District Court also holds jurisdiction over the following cities, villages, and townships. In essence, anything in Washington County outside of the city of Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti Township is covered in this court. You also have the right to demand a trial by jury. If you want a trial by jury, you must demand it orally at the first appearance, or in writing 5 days after first being advised of these rights and information. Jury fee must be paid when the demand is made 5 days after first being advised of these rights. You have the right to rental and other housing assistance. within 5 days of first receiving these advice or rights and information, you must provide written proof to the court that an application for assistance has been submitted for processing. Housing assistance and rental assistance may be obtained through the Department of Health and Human Services, commonly known as DHHS. They can be reached at their phone number of 1-877-696-6775 or through mibridges.mich.gov. Assistance may also be obtained by contacting Housing Access for Washtenaw County, commonly known as HAWK. HAWK can be reached at their phone number of area code 734-961-1999. Additional assistance is also available through Washtenaw County Veteran Services. Their phone number is area code 724-973-4540. Also, you may obtain housing assistance and other resources through coordinated entry resources. Their phone number is 734-544-6748. You do not need a judgment to obtain assistance from any of these agencies. The summons and complaint are sufficient. You have the right to reach an agreement outside of court. The Michigan and local community dispute resolution programs are a possible resource. The Washtenaw County Dispute Resolution Center can be reached at their phone number of area code 734-794-2125. Protect your credit and future rental possibilities, your case may be resolved by way of a conditional dismissal in lieu of judgment, if that is approved by all of the parties in the court. That you understand these rights. If you have any questions, please feel free to address the court during your hearing.